We live right now, so
Okay, con.
I'm just trying to figure out how to do the transition and with the with different, because when we first got on, we were speaking and it jumps back and forth. But all right, give me a second, and I make sure I check the.
Okay.
Because when we first got, yeah, we live right now. All right, so first and foremost, we want to say all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Hashem Rakakadash.
Hashem Kakadash. That's right. Brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii. I got the elder brothers from Wisconsin. Like
Iraq.
Khan, yeah. So you see the title of this today's video. It's called "The Unjust Judge Shall Not Pity the Widow." And me and a brother were talking about that because we're the widow. You know, Israel, we're the widow. We're a comely and delicate woman to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And the unjust judge right now that's ruling over it is Edom, the nation of Edom. Okay, you see the unjust situation that's going on with Jake coming from South and Central America, trying to immigrate here, so-called immigrate here to America. All right, and so that's what we basically going to focus on today in this lesson. I'm gonna share the screen, my particular screen. I'm gonna share that. Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen with you brothers, and just bear with me. All right. Yeah, so we're just gonna go through these couple articles, and wherever else the spirit leads, you know, have a holy conversation. All right, so without further ado, you want to open up with a scripture, brother?
Con. Let me You want to just go? You know what? We just jump straight in on that Luke 18 real quick.
All right, brother.
Con. All right, you want to get that Luke 18:1?
This is Luke the 18th chapter and the first verse. It says, and he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men always to pray and not to faint.
Right. So in the beginning, as you can see, it says men always to pray and not to faint, and that men is the elect. Okay, the righteous men of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, and we are not to faint because we're coming in. We're going to come into a lot of hard times. Being in Babylon soon, okay? As you can see with this immigration situation, this is only a shadow of things to come, okay? Like me and a brother, the bar was speaking about earlier, and the brother mentioned, he said, yeah, well, you know, how they came and grabbed up the Northern Kingdom first, you know? So it's basically, they're doing the same thing right now with this whole immigration situation. They're carting Jake off and putting them into prison. They're separating their children. You know, this is the same thing as slavery all over again, basically. You know, and they're doing it all over. And now, you know, we're coming up on a time of Jacob's trouble, man. So, hey, we have to pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and we are not to faint, okay? Because things is going to get hectic. Okay, go ahead.
This is Proverbs 24:10. It says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small.
Yeah, that's right. If you faint in the day of adversity, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. That's right, because we're in a time of adversity. And me and the brother were speaking about it earlier about us being in a time in a situation of great adversity, and you know, watching these wicked seem like they you know, basically prospering while we're catching hell. But you know, we're not to faint in the day of adversity, man, because time is going to get way worse than what you see right now. There's going to come a time where they're grabbing up all the children of Israel, all the tribes, and throwing them in concentration camps for separating the families. You know, if you faint in this adversity, that means your strength is small. But our strength is in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So that's why we not faint. That's why we supposed to stay strong in this. You know, we catching hell here and there, but soon the hell's going to be full throttle, man.
Right.
You know, because if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, unto those that are ready to be slain. And that's when you see our people, they're ready to go, man. You know, they'll pray. You know, but our strength is strong in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So that's why we shouldn't faint. When you see all the hell coming through, when you see all the hell descending on Israel, when you see people getting put to death, grabbed up, thrown into detention centers indefinitely, meaning that they're never getting out, guess what? You still shouldn't faint because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to be our avenger and our salvation. You got it, brother.
That's strong tower. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:17. It said, well, 5:15. Sorry. See that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men. Rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing.
Right.
In everything give thanks, for this is the will of Yahweh Shai. Sorry, this is the will of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai Mashiach concerning you.
That's right. Hey, see, read that again.
Now it says, rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing.
Read verse 15 again. Lock it.
In everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High and Yahweh Shai concerning you.
I'm sorry, Salakia. 15 again, brother.
Okay. It says, see that none render evil for evil unto any man.
Yeah, and that's talking about our people, you know. That's talking about brothers in the truth, brothers in the faith. You know, you catching, you know, you get evil from a brother, you ain't supposed to render evil for evil, you know. But ever follow that which is good, which is the law, both among yourselves and to all men. And you know, and that's what we do. We try to keep peace with all men, but all men in the faith, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
All men in the faith, you know. It said, rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing. You know, and that's another thing too. You got Jake on Jake and out there in the what you call it, and out there in Texas, you know, kids crying for their parents for their children.
Yeah.
You know, none of them Jakes in there were calling on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man.
God.
Calling on Jesus Christos, you know, calling for the white man to have some pity on them.
God.
You know, they wasn't praying. They ain't in there praying, man.
God.
It just says pray without ceasing, man. You think if the Lord don't hear us praying to him, that he not going to, you know, be our salvation in our day of trouble, you know? So pray without ceasing. As brothers in this faith, we ought to pray without ceasing. Again, we're under an unjust judge. You know, this dude, he's the worst individual to judge anybody, man. You know? So we ought to pray to the judge on high, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High and Yahweh Shai Mashiach concerning you. Yeah, that's right. For us in this faith, everything we have, everything we don't have, everything we go through, you know, and we ought to give thanks to the Lord, man.
Right.
You know? But this is the will of the Most High. Yeah, that's another thing too. This ain't of our will. This ain't of our volition. It's of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know,
Right.
in Yahweh Shai concerning you, man. You know, you gotta.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead. This is back in Luke chapter 18, verse 2.
So just start from one.
It's like verse 1. It says, and he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint, saying, there was in the city a judge which feared not the Most High, neither regarded men.
Yep.
And there was a widow in that city.
Yeah, who didn't regard the Most High, man. That's Esau. Go ahead.
It says, and there was a widow in that city,
and
she came unto him, saying, avenge me of thine adversary.
Yeah, vengeance for the adversary. And that widow represents Israel, man. Okay, because Jake is going through all type of hell in Babylon, man. All right, and not even just Babylon, all over the world. If you know you're an Israelite, man, you know. And we get 1 Corinthians 6:1. And Jake goes to Esau and goes to whatever government they're in before they pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and pray to, you know, pray to the Lord, man. They go to the damn devil, you know, for their peace. And that's why Jake is getting fucked up now. You know? Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 6:1. Dare any of you having a matter against another go to the law before the unjust?
Right. So we're supposed to go to the law, okay, which is the prophets right now, man, which is the scriptures, before the unjust. You know? But that's not happening right now. You see this immigration, they're calling for you know, that whole justice, no peace, whatever the hell you fucking say. You know, and then you got the Issacharites, the Northern Kingdom. They're, you know, trying to plead with this damn devil about the immigration laws and all this stuff. Man, they're going to the damn devil, man, for their peace and salvation. You're supposed to go to Yahweh Shem Shai. Read that again.
It says, dare any of you having a matter against another go to law before the unjust?
Yeah, you got to go to the law, man. The prophets, Yahweh Shem Shai, before the unjust. Okay? That's why we're in the predicament that we're in now. It's not going to the Heavenly Father, man. Not going to the scriptures.
That's right.
It says, and not before the saints.
Yeah, not before the saints. And who are the saints today? Which is the men of the Lord, man. The prophets who you see week in and week out on the highways and hedges. Okay? But see, Jake don't want to do that. Jake want to, you know, start up these little groups that Esau has been infiltrating in, man. You know, NAACP, you know, the Black Lives Matter, you know.
Even the Black Caucuses in the Senate, man.
Yeah, kind of.
They try to get a political standpoint, political backing, so they can try and push the agenda of the so-called Black community, man. But that's even going through Congress and going through Esau still.
Kind of.
You know, they want to be in favor with Esau so they can be able to push their own agenda, man. Which they don't understand that it's always going to be Esau on top. Esau doesn't care about the matters of Israel, man. They never did. That's not their job. Their job is to be a terror to Israel, man. Yeah. You know? That's
a scripture. I got a real quick precept. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe unto the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit. That's right. And when you look at the children of Israel, both the northern and the southern kingdom, that's what they do. They put a covering on them, but it's not of Yahweh by Shema Shai. It's that Jesus Christus cover. It's the Jesus cover. You know, it's the cover of the so-called white man. You know, it's the belief in his system. When every time you turn around, Esau and his system shows you that it's not for you. Even Christianity, that's not for you.
Right.
Okay, Christianity, Catholicism, that's not for you. The majority of them Jakes coming up here from the South and Central America, they don't believe in Yahweh Bashim Shai. They believe in that plantation Christianity that was pushed on them through conquest. Man. Okay? What's that, brother?
They believe in the almighty dollar, man.
Yeah,
they come up from Central America to America, man, to make money. You know, because they're living in straight poverty down there in Mexico and Central America. Man. So they come up to America, hopefully thinking that they can make money, that they can live a better life, man, but not realizing that Esau is on their ass.
Hey, Jake don't understand that we are cursed. You see, Jake don't understand that we are under a curse.
Yeah.
That's why you're supposed to go to the law before the unjust.
Yeah. They would understand.
I was just about to mention that. I was just about to say that. Like, that's the reason why you because if you went to the law, you'll understand why you in a predicament that you in. You'll understand your condition. You'll understand why the people that rule over you actually rule over you, man. Right. You'll understand why you're in poverty, abject poverty, why you in disenfranchisement, why you disinherited from your heritage, man. You understand why all you can get in this captivity is your daily bread and nothing more. You should seek nothing more. Right. You know, but Jake trying to get their cake and eat it too. That proverbial cake and eat it too. Okay? So it says, woe to him that goes, woe to the rebellious children, which is Israel, the whole nation, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit. Yeah, because the spirit that you're under is a spirit of lies, a spirit of deceit, the spirit of Satan. Right. That they may add sin to sin. And that's why Jake is crowded in these different religions. That's why Jake is crowded in these different philosophies, because all those philosophies and so-called religions allow you to add sin to sin. You could be a Christian or a Catholic and kill your people and murder, covet after somebody else's goods. You could be a Christian or a Catholic and you could be a pedophile, a murderer, and they'll tell you, oh, Jesus accepts everybody, as long as you accept them in your heart. You know, even Jeffrey Dahmer, that nigga was a Christian up until he died, you know, and he ate people. He was a cannibal.
Yeah.
You know? and it says that walk to go down into Egypt. And that's what our people are doing. You're walking to go down into modern day Egypt, which is America. You're walking to go down into this white man's kingdom to what? To seek reprieve. That's what you want. You want reprieve from the hell that you're catching. But then you come here, you find out that the American dream wasn't made for you, man. That the Egyptian dream of prosperity and long life and wealth, that ain't for you, man.
Yeah.
Not to mention on top of the fact that in the so-called home countries, all those different South American countries, he saw them stirred up strife, contention, imbalance. He set up these different puppet leaders and all the natural wealth. Because when you look at these different countries that Jake is coming into, and we're gonna get in some of the articles, when you look at some of these places, man, they're rife with natural resources, man. Gold, silver, oil, different precious metals. Okay. But the people, you're not reaping the benefits of that. You don't ask why. You go to the white man. Oh, the white man's going to do it. It's like out of all the wicked demons out there, of Edomites out there, it must be one righteous one. And you're sifting through a whole stack of Edomites trying to find a righteous one when there's none that's righteous. There's none that's going to plead your cause. So again, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. And that's what Jake is going down there to do. You're trying to strengthen yourself. When you look up that word strength, it says the Hebrew word there is azaz, which is to be strong, to prevail, to make firm, to strengthen, to harden, to strengthen, hardeneth. Okay, and that's what you're doing, because down in your home countries, your so-called home countries, you're weak, man. But then when you come up here, you find a realization that you're no stronger than you were in your last country that you won. You come into a place that's ruled by a nation of people that don't like you, that don't want you, that won't accept you. It's nothing for, like, Trump even said out his own mouth, like, why we don't get more immigrants from these white European nations. If you were a Dutch, if you were a Norwegian, if you were a Swede, and you wanted to integrate to this country, hey, they'll fast track your shit straight to the top, man. You be here all of 6 months with a working visa or a visiting visa, and next thing you know, you got your paperwork, you're putting your right hand up, swearing in. But you Jake's coming from these South American countries, hey man, your shit never even reaches that. So you hop over the fence.
Hey, yeah, that's Slakia. That's the what we was talking about earlier, Genesis 49. That's that burden. That burden that Issachar is that this proves who is the Israelites. On top of that,
Hey, go ahead and get that scripture, Genesis 49.
Yeah, Genesis 49. Yeah,
this is Genesis chapter 49. I'm sorry, one.
Yeah, come.
This is, verse 1. It says, Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
Yeah, and this is the last days, man. So the Lord is telling us what's going to happen in the end time, man. From our father, from Jacob, man, our forefather Jacob. Okay, and he's telling us what's going to befall us. Okay, and he specifically says things of Issachar. Go ahead.
Verse 14. It says, Issachar is a strong ass crouching down between two burdens.
Right. Issachar is a strong ass crouching down between two burdens, man. What is that burden, man? See, Mexico is in the middle of America and Central America, man. Okay?
I got an illustration of it up while you're talking.
Kind. And that's that burden, man. They don't get nothing in their own land because Esau then wiped them dry and cleaned them dry, so they're in poverty. Okay? So then that's a burden. Now, when they try to cross over the border or, so-called sneak, quote unquote, sneak into America, which let's be honest, fucking Esau, the devil, man. Esau knows that the Issacharites has been, so-called Mexicans has been coming over here to America, man. They actually aid and abet and assist them to get over here, man. That's how you know this fucking devil's a hypocrite. All right? Because that's why they set up the temp services. And who runs and who's overshadowing at like a watchdog over the temp services, man? Issachar. Ephraim. All right. And you know, people personally who say, yeah, this is like an underground network, man. Issachar Rice is saying this is the underground network that America actually allows, man. So there's a lot of demonic ass hypocritical shit that's going on, but that's the devil, okay?
Yeah.
But they come over here and they work for less. Go ahead, brother Salakia.
I'm sorry, you got it, brother. No, sorry.
No, I said, but they come over here and work for less, man, and then they try to ship off money to their families. That's the burden upon them. But now Esau is being an even more demon, and he's snatching the kids from the family, from the fathers and mothers, and put them in prison, man.
Yep.
Look, what type of fucking life is that, man? And this ain't this ain't just been happening with Trump, man. So you can forget that shit. All right, all the way to Clinton, they had these immigration laws set into play, man.
And that's what Trump said. He said these laws been in place for 60 years. I'm just acting on it.
Yeah.
He claims that he's doing it to show people that these laws are old and outdated.
Yeah.
There's a better way. So he want to build a wall. He want to build that wall. So to say like, hey, to keep the immigrants out and then let them in, you know, however they see fit.
Huh.
But the point of the matter is he basically saying that, look, I didn't make these laws. These laws been in place for over 60 years, man.
Yeah, he's just enforcing them the right way because he, quote unquote, wants to make America great again, man. It's all a scheme. This is all bullshit. And make America great again is to put you niggas, spics, wetbacks, drunken Indians back into slavery.
And that's it. That's the only way this nation will be great again. The nation was great for the first 200, 300 years. Well, shit, 400, 350 years. Why? Because Jake was free labor.
God.
You know, chiefly America. America is the home of Edom, the capital home of Edom. Fuck all the rest of those Edomite nations like the UK and Netherlands and all that other shit. And they laying it today. It's America. That's their capstone. Because when they look at America, they look at a place conquered totally by the so-called white man. They look at the people conquered totally by the so-called white man. No other place on earth can they say that, hey, we got this place, you know. Yeah. And when you look at where Issachar is located at, okay, like the brother was saying, hey, it's between two burdens because it's a burden all in South America, okay. They can't, you know, them so-called Mexicans, if so-called Mexicans and Guatemalans and Panamanians and all of them that's in the middle of here, which are the tribes of Issachar and Zebulun.
Yeah.
We're talking about Issachar right now, crouched down between two burdens. He can't go to South America because they don't want them there. He can't go to North America because they don't want them there. Not only do they not want them there, is that these people burden them. They burden them. They take. Matter of fact, let's look up that word burden in Genesis. I don't know if the brother's got a blue letter. I got it.
Yeah, let me.
I got it. What is it? Genesis 49 and what?
14. 49 and 14.
14. When you look up that word burden, okay, it says the Hebrew word there is mashapath. I'm sorry, mashapath yum. I'm sorry, mashapath yath. Mashapath yath, which is fireplaces, ash heaps, meaning uncertain, sheepfold, saddlebags. It says meaning uncertain. Let me see. Sweep, bare, scrape, to be wine, swept, to be bare, to be scraped, barren, to be bare. Yeah. So where the heat, so here it is. Issachar is crouched down between two places, and he's made bare, man.
Yeah.
You know, because the opportunities are. Matter of fact, they're trying to escape a corrupt government. The majority of the South American nations are corrupt, man, in every way. So here it is. They're trying to make it out. They're trying to make their place ease. Will show you that they're Israelites because the scripture says, "Among these nations, thy foot shall find no ease."
Right. That's right.
You know, was further letting you know that the Northern Kingdom are Israelites, man.
Right. Yeah, the curse said
brother.
That before all the days of your life.
Yeah.
You know? So they leave from South America in their messed up conditions and come to America with their messed up conditions, man. Going from one situation to another, man. You know, just trading in one evil for another evil.
Right. What do they call it in the world? Going from pillar to post, man.
Done.
And out of the fire pan into the fire. You know? Is anything else on that, brother?
No, we hit the point on that.
That was the point.
Yeah, okay. You want to jump back into that Luke?
This is Luke 18 and 2. It says, saying that there was in a city a judge which feared not the Most High, neither regarded men. Mm-hmm. And there was a widow in that city.
Wait a minute. And that's Esau.
Yeah.
And that there was a city, in a city a judge which feared not the Most High, and that's Esau. Edom. He don't fear the Most High.
Right.
He don't regard the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, he doesn't reverence the Lord. But that widow is going to seek help from this guy.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. Why the scripture says, why trimmest thou ways to seek love, man?
That's right.
So Jacob trimmed their ways to seek love, man. You so-called Mexicans, Latinos, Native Americans down there, hey, you'll trim your ways to seek love from the white man. No matter how much he push you back. You get caught crossing the border, okay? Hey, you try to matter of fact, you got a lot of Israelites that's border patrol agents, man. Keeping their own people, locking them up, taking the food, the water that they put out there for them, emptying it out, showing no regard. Wow, because they're trying to seek love from this white man, you know?
That's right.
Hey, you got it, brother.
All right, go ahead.
It says, and there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary.
Yep, avenge me of my adversaries, man. Hey, Jake sets up all these, like I was mentioning earlier, man. They set up the Black Lives Matters. They set up the what you said earlier.
The
HBIC?
Yeah, the historical black institutions and colleges, the United Negro College Fund.
Yep, American Indian movements. Because we're being killed. We're not being righteously or justified served in Babylon, man. Jake is dying by the tons. We're not getting any respect, so to speak, and at the job they have the NFL thing going on with what's that nigga name?
Kaepernick.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick. They're doing a whole knee thing in the NFL. So there's a lot of injustice going on in Babylon, and Jake is trying to prove their cause to this damn devil who's controlling it. Jake is trying to prove their cause to Esau on who's actually making it harder for them in America, because we are in slavery, man. This is a curse that we have to go through. So Jake is trying to avenge, trying to get Esau to avenge, and we all are people and we're equal and all that bullshit. No, the fuck we not, man. We are over these devils, man. But the way the conditioning is set up, that these devils is over us at the time being, but Jake doesn't know that, Yeah. So Jake can't do nothing but try to go to this devil for some type of help when they supposed to be going back to the law, statutes, commandments, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which is the prophets right now today, man. Go ahead.
I got a quick scripture, Salak. You can finish that off, Salak. I got a quick scripture. This is Salak, brother. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 14. The king that faithfully judged the poor, his throne shall be established forever. It says, and that's right, and that's why this white man got to go. This Edomite, he got to go because he don't faithfully judge the poor. And
right.
He said that, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, his throne's going to be forever because he's going to faithfully judge the poor. Who are the poor? We are his people, the Israelites. Okay, the king that faithfully judged the poor, his throne shall be established forever. But Esau, your shit's not. It says the rod and reproof give wisdom, but the child left to himself bringing his mother shame. Esau, Edom. It says when the wicked are multiplied, transgressions increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. And that's right. And that's what you're seeing right now, this transgression increasing because Esau is not rightfully judging the poor.
Right.
If he really sincerely looked at the condition of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man, and judged that as, you know what, there's a recompense need to be paid back for what has happened. We need to do something, which he's not going to do. Okay,
Nope.
these are borders, realizing that these borders was originally their borders, and we came and took it over. We need to make room. They're not going to make room for you, Jakes.
Nope.
Because they don't validate the children of Israel, man.
No.
They don't. They're not trying to plead your cause. This is Proverbs 31:9. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. And that's why you come to America. Because you're poor and needy. You got it, brother.
No, that's perfect. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy, man. And we're only gonna get that through Yahweh Shem Shai, man.
That's
Not
right.
the fucking devil, man. Jake gotta wake the fuck up. Well, you know, we say that, but we understand, you know what I'm saying, that only the elect is gonna wake up.
Right.
You know, we're really speaking to the elect of edification. And Jake that, you know, sees this, you know, could, you know, hopefully wake up, because that's what this is all about, is to wake up the elect. Because once you understand and see that, hey, it's this devil who's doing this, and our only salvation is Yahweh Shai. All right? Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai. That's who we want to deliver us, and that's who we have to wait for. All right? This fucking devil is not gonna give a, hey, they were supposed to give us what, that 40 acres and a mule, that bullshit, you know?
And 40 acres is a lot of land.
No, we're gonna get the world, man. That's what we're waiting on. That's why in the beginning of Luke 18:1, man, it said what? Pray, all right, and faint not. Because we understand the condition that we're in, man. You know? So we're waiting on Yahweh Shai to plead our cause, man. And he's doing it now, man. You see? He's doing it now with this World War III that's brewing over there in the Middle East, man. That's why I said, plead for his people, basically in captivity, roughly paraphrasing. Okay? Everything that's happening in the world is for our justice. You know? Everything that's going on right now today is a prelude to what the Lord has set up in store for us. Okay? And that's righteous indignation. That's what's coming towards us, man. Okay? Go ahead, Al.
It says, and he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, though I fear not the Most High, nor regard man,
Right?
yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the only reason why Esau is even making these moves for you, man. Like Trump got on there yesterday or the day before, whatever, and said that, oh yeah, we're going to end, the separation of children from families. He tried to make it seem like he was doing something of kindness out of his own heart, But the reason why he was doing it is because of overseas pressure.
Yeah,
nations, man. Okay.
And he's the devil. So deep down, he's not gonna do it. Like I was trying to explain to somebody earlier, man. Like these laws that they're prescribing of certain things that implement justice for all people, it's pacifiers, man. It's all bullshit. Once you hear a pacifying speech, you'll be like, okay, well, we're gonna give it time. But this devil has been throttling. He got his foot on the gas on you, Jakes, man. He's always finna let up off you.
He even said it. He said it's gonna get harder, man. He said we're gonna keep the together, but we're gonna make it even harder. Just because we're doing this, we're gonna make it harder. So he's pleading the cause. He's not pleading the cause because he believes righteously in the Lord and in His Word, in Yahweh Shema Shai. First of all, the Most High is not in His thoughts at all.
Right.
Okay, he's doing this because she's getting on my nerves. Likewise, Trump, he's doing this because he's getting a lot of flack from all these different people, maybe news agencies, maybe protesting groups. But the point of the matter is, you Jakes might be back with your family, but guess what? You're still in captivity. How you gonna get out of them concentration camps that they got you in? You know where they got Jake at? In a fucking warehouse in South Texas, man.
Yeah.
In a warehouse, not prison, not federal prison, not even a FEMA camp. They got you in a warehouse, showing you that Esau can turn any big building into a fucking concentration camp for you jakes, man.
That's martial law.
Yeah, and really the way to get you up out of there is to get that chip.
Yep.
A lot of them tribes is locked up in them cages down there. Guess what? They're gonna, in order to get out of there, they're gonna get that chip because that's how it's gonna make it harder to track you. They're gonna track you. They want to track your movements, know where you at, and a lot of them jakes gonna take the chip because they think it's a part of the system. The white man's right, that this system is right, and that this is the way to fast track. I had looked at something on a They were saying that a lot of them jakes that were taken to court because they got to go to federal court. When they go to court, a lot of them plead guilty because they think that it's going to get them with their families quicker. It's going to get them into the States or get them to go back home quicker.
Yeah.
Plead guilty. Now you under this white man's jurisdiction. He can take however long he want with you, man. He's not in a rush to really send you back, man. You know. It says. Oh, you got it, brother.
Yeah, finish the scripture. I'm going to look for this.
And the Lord said, "Hear what the unjust judge saith, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect?"
See, the Lord is going to avenge us, man. Not this devil. He's just saying, you see what this unjust piece of shit said? You know? Oh, we're in Babylon. They're putting hell on us. You know? You see what this unjust said? This unjust judge said? Go ahead.
It says, "Which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them."
Yeah, only the elect is crying. The 2/3, you're not crying to the Lord day and night. We're the ones, the hopeful elect, we're the ones crying to Yahweh Shem Shai day and night to avenge our cause, to deliver us from out of here, to protect us, to give us strength.
Saying how long? How long, man? That's how long?
That's right. Y'all waiting for Esau to avenge you, man. And that's going to placate a lot of you Israelites, you Northern Kingdom Israelites, now that your family's coming together. Oh, see, there are some good white people in there. There's some good Edomites in there. They're trying to make things happen to get us up out of here. And they keep playing that little they keep playing that recording of you little Jake children crying for their mom and their aunts in Spanish, trying to pull at the heartstrings. And real quick, I'm gonna show you what the white man think of you, man. It is a video right here, Salakia. It's a video right here. Make sure brothers can see it. Yeah, it's video right here. Okay, off of CNN News, man.
You can find plenty of good food. What you won't find, especially among Trump fans, is sympathy for immigrant families separated at the border.
Yeah, see, he don't even have sympathy for you, man.
Nope.
Hold on. I'm sorry. He don't even have sympathy for you, man. He's gonna show you. You're gonna see the horns of these devils, man. You're gonna see it, man. I'm just trying to find a scripture real quick. I'll let you
These people that we have coming across the border illegally are breaking the rules. Oh, I have no feeling for them at all.
Fucking devil, man.
He said these people coming across the border are breaking the rules. I had no feelings for them at all. See, what rules are they breaking? You stole this country from them. Real quick, this is Psalm 73. This is Psalm 73 and Psalm 73 and let me see, and 6. Therefore, I'll start at 5, 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
Esau, man, he's not in trouble like other men. He's not going through the hell, torment, day-to-day life struggle, man.
He was given the whole earth, man. He was given this whole place, so of course, he's not going to be in trouble as other men, man. That's the thing about Jake. Jake idolizes those who we see that aren't struggling, man, that aren't in the same situation, same trenches as they are, But it's a trick bag, The Lord has them in that mind state, so that they can want Yahweh Shem Shai, man. But Jake's stupid ass prays to the so-called white man and worships the so-called white man, and worship money,
Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment.
Damn. Hey,
and that's what you Edomites did.
Yes, right.
Your pride made you go out and destroy nations, kidnap them, enslave them, take their goods, okay? And then you have the audacity to call America the greatest country in the world. Wait a minute. It says pride compasses them as a chain. So when these Edomites, that pride on them, they wear that shit like a badge of honor, man.
Yeah.
It's violence covered them as a garment. And yeah, how did you establish, you talking about all these, this Edomite talking about bad people coming to America.
By the images of children torn from their
talking about bad people coming to America and coming to destroy, but you're the bad guy, man. You set up America, you able to sit in that diner and eat because you set up a system through violence and bloodshed, man.
Right.
And then pride compasses you as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. So you wear violence on you, man. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their hearts could wish. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see, look at this.
These people that we have coming across the border illegally or breaking the rules. Oh, I have no feeling for them at all.
Despite the images of children torn from their parents or the sounds of kids crying in a detention center, folks here back the president completely.
It's not about Mexicans. That's what everybody is so angry about. It's not.
She look like a Jake. She look like a fucking Jake. She probably a tear, you know?
Character from where? You just can't come into this state and reap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, but wait a minute. What you mean you can't come into this state and reap? You Edomites, you came into this country and reap. As soon as you come to America, you reaping the benefits of being a so-called white American, man.
Right.
Fuck you mean, yo? Fuck you mean you can't come in here and just reap? Now, Jake not coming up here under the guise that, you know what, this used to be our country, we fighting to get it back. You really come up here to assimilate and to get wealthy. See, the only people that can come here and get rich and send money back to their home are these heathens, man.
Yeah, right.
The Filipinos, the Japanese, the Chinese, the Arabs, even them Hamites, man.
Right.
They can come over here, them Arabs, they can come over here and they can do that, but you can't do that.
That's
why? Yep. We under punishment, man. But here it is. What you mean you can't come over here and reap? America wasn't always yours. Oh, it was not yours. It's been about 300, maybe 400 years. Okay, this whole establishment been sitting up like it's been sitting up. Where was it? 1,500 years before that, 800 years before that, 1,100 years before that. What you mean you can't come over here and reap? Yeah, so this is the white man's. This showing you that this is the white man's kingdom, man.
Yeah, but Esau did the shit.
Yeah, he's reaping all the benefits from all the wickedness, man. Yep. He reaping all the benefits.
I don't know how to explain.
You think that people are living off of the state but not doing it legally?
Absolutely, and I think it's
You hear a lot of anger and a lot of the president's own arguments,
and she look like a
especially
too,
that many
man.
of the immigrants are actually criminals.
Probably a tear. But you know, fucking love this devil. Now, Salak, you know, you say Jake love this damn devil, man. If she's a Jake or if she's not a Jake, she's gonna be fucking destroyed regardless.
That's right, brother. All right, I'll finish playing this real quick.
Huh.
Look at this devil. Look at this fucking demon. He probably got kids tied up in a basement somewhere, man. Fucking demon, man.
President's own arguments, especially that many of the immigrants are actually criminals posing as parents.
Now, when you have a bad guy coming across, kidnapping a kid and trying to come across, I don't buy that.
How many of these do you think could be bad guys?
I don't really know, but there's a lot of people being hurt by bad guys coming into this country. A lot of people.
Actually, that isn't true.
Yeah, because you see the lies that come out of this fucker's mouth, man.
Wow.
Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. Yeah, you got the earth in your hands. Even your low-level Edomites get the benefit extremely well from what the higher Edomites have done, set up, man. So you got more than your hearts can wish for. Your eyes stand out with fatness. Let's look at that word fatness real quick. That word fatness is kalab, okay, which is second, brothers, bear with me. And now Esau want to fuck up. I hate this devil, man. I'm sorry, brother.
No, go ahead, brother. Let me see, 'cause I'm trying to look for an article.
That yeah, man, they got more than their heart's desire. Okay, they got more than their hearts can desire, and they want more, man. And then I'm sorry, I was trying to look. My computer bin is on a fritz. Lock it. Give me a second.
I got a quick scripture.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4 says, "Behold, the soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
Yeah.
Whose heart his desire is hell."
Yeah, he's a proud man. He don't keep at home. He in everybody's business. He in all these different nations, taking them over. Okay, he's putting his different military bases set up so that he could conquer from different areas. Okay, right. He don't keep at home. He's in everybody's business. He made himself the policeman of the world. Go ahead.
And cannot be satisfied.
Yeah, he can't be satisfied. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, kind of. Yeah, you're right. He cannot be satisfied.
He like the earth, man. No matter how many dead bodies there are or people on the earth still got room to receive more. And that's Esau. No matter how many people he conquered, nations he destroyed, his spirit, he still want more. He want more. You know? You Edomites, when you first came over here, y'all was fucking starving. You were dirty. You were stinking.
Almost.
Okay? Yeah, you was almost gonna die. Some of you did. Y'all was eating each other on them fucking boats. And now you over here getting fat because Gad and Reuben and them taught your ass how to stand up on 2 feet and eat. Okay, now you fat. You see this fat fucking devil? This fat bitch, man. Okay, and then this dude's lying. This motherfucker's lying through his teeth. That word kalab, it says fat, fat of humans, fat of beasts, choices, best parts. So their eyes stand out with fatness. Let me go back to that. Hold on.
All
right. Wait a minute. It says their eyes stand out with fatness. Man, bro, I hate that this thing be acting like this. I act like a. So
sorry. I'm gonna go back.
Go ahead, brother.
Habakkuk 2 and 5. It says, "And cannot be satisfied, but gathers unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people."
Yeah, look at America. America's the melting pot.
Right.
Everybody's here.
Yeah.
You see Jake trying to get here too, trying to get a piece of the cake, and he's still not satisfied. You got everybody here. You got control of everything. You got it.
It says, "Shall not these take up a parable against him?
Yep.
And a talking proverb against him, saying, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his."
Yeah, America is not yours. You got it, brother. Sorry. It's a lot.
Go ahead, bro. Hey, you on fire. Go ahead, bro.
It's not yours, man. This place ain't yours, man. Woe to him that increaseth that which is in his. You stole all the resources from all these different nations, from the nation of Israel, from everybody. So guess what? It said, woe to him that increaseth, meaning destruction to him that increaseth that which is not his, man. America is not yours. These people that you have in captivity, the Israelites, we're not yours. We're Yahweh Shai's, man.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
It says, "Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that layeth himself with thick clay."
Right. That debt. America's in all kinds of debt, man. You in trillions of dollars of debt right now, and you increasing that which ain't yours. Hey, man, it says, woe to you, man. Go ahead.
"Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? And shalt thou be for booties unto them? Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of thy people shall spoil thee."
Yeah, so the remnant, meaning the elect of Israel, we're gonna spoil you, man. You spoiled many nations. You was booty. I mean, you were taking booty. Now you're gonna be for booty, meaning you're gonna pray. Yeah.
"Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and all that dwell therein."
That's right, man. And because of the men's blood or the children of Israel's blood, man. And all the cities and the men that are therein, man. And you're gonna pay for this, man. Hey, you Edomites never gonna live fat again, man. Right. You ain't never going to live fat again. Hey, you better enjoy what you got. That's what the scripture says. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter, eat them. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Right. That cup of slavery, that cup of warning, that cup of destruction, you're about to eat that.
Right. You finna drink that cup, Esau. All right, this devil about to drink that cup, man. You know, so hey, going back to Luke 18:1, man, pray and what it say? It says pray and faint not, man. Hey, cause our time is finna come. All right, this devil don't got too long, man. That's why they're doing what they're doing. And I got an article real quick. I had went over it earlier, but the brother had mentioned about the RFID chip. And like I said, what's going on with this immigration situation and Jake being carted off and into they're concentration camps, man. Let's just say what the fuck it really is. They're not detention centers. They're opening up Walmarts and clearing them out for bodies. And that's a fucking concentration camp. Okay? And with these concentration camps, they're gonna implement that RFID chip. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they're chipping kids as we speak right now. Okay? So it's this article. I don't know if I can switch it to my screen. Let's see. I don't know which one it's supposed to be. Is it this one? Share? The sharing? Okay. So it says, let me see if it switches up. Okay, yeah, it's sharing. It's humans being microchipped, right? Now this is an article from 2017, man. So this is 11 years ago, and they're speaking on what could happen now. You know, I'm just gonna jump to the point. At this time in 07, it was called the very chip. Okay, it then advanced into different names. You know, Esau's the devil. He likes to put everything under different names every so often. You know, but you know, we know what's the name of it now? Positive ID. Okay. Let me see. I want to just go straight to the point. It's here. It says, starting from here, so I can. It says it's the notion of tagging people that gets me. Hold on, first and foremost, it's called Thinking Shift. WordPress. Okay, Thinking Shift. WordPress. Humans being microchipped, 2017. Now it says it's the notion of tagging people that gets me. Tagging for folk summons, okay. Tagging for Flickr, okay. But tagging humans, not okay. Very Orwellian. Now, what is the Orwellian society, man? An Orwellian society is a tech, totalitarian society. All right. Technology society. Everything is built off of computers and systems, such as the RFID chip, which is going to be able to get you through your day-to-day life. All right. Now, jump and give me Revelations 15 real quick, because I'm going to need that.
I got the word Orwellian here too.
Okay, well, go ahead and break the word Orwellian down.
This is the word Orwellian from the Webster Dictionary. Says is an adjective describing a situation, idea, or societal condition that George Orwell identified as being destructive to the welfare of a free and open society.
Mm-hmm.
It denotes an attitude and a brutal policy of draconian control by propaganda, surveillance, misinformation,
propaganda, surveillance, okay,
denial of truth,
good,
and manipulation of the past, including the unperson. A person whose past existence is expunged from a public record and memory. And that's all of Jake, man. They're trying to do that to the history books, man. They're trying to take the Trail of Tears out of the history books, man. They're trying to take slavery out of history books.
Yeah.
Call us immigrants, call us indentured servants.
Yeah, we came over here willingly to help and work in America.
And
he saw the fucking devil.
A prime example of Orwellian or draconian society is that new HBO movie with Michael B. Jordan called Fahrenheit 451.
Mm-hmm.
In that movie, what they did was they did the same thing that AT&T and Time Warner just did. They merged together and created one big conglomerate company. But in the movie, the mass media company controls the whole world, man. You know, and they started burning all books, and they started with the Bible.
Yeah,
you know, and they started controlling the thoughts and the information that goes into people's minds, man. It says, in practice by modern repressive governments, often this includes the circumstances depicted in his novels. It says, but political doublespeak is criticized throughout his work, such as politics and the English language. You know, and he goes into the philosophy of the devil, man, creating a totalitarian society.
Yep. That's what the Orwell society is roughly is. If you want an image, hey, what's that movie with what's that nigga name, the black dude? Wesley Snipes, Demolition Man.
Yeah,
You know, you want a visual of a you know, it's Demolition Man. Okay. Yeah, Revelations. It says, if I continue reading, it says, I think once you get acceptance of tagging a small population of medical patients, okay, because you know in the beginning they tried to do it with Alzheimer's, and, you know, things of that nature. You know,
seen the movie last night,
Upgrade, yeah. Or anybody who needs any type of medical assistance if they're paraplegic and things like that. That's the intro to the RFID chip, okay, which is the mark of the beast. It says easy jump to say the prison population. So not only the medical patients, he said it's an easy jump to say the prison population, and that's in the scriptures, man. When it says free or bond, go ahead and read that.
Revelation 13:15. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah, if we don't worship this totalitarian, Orwellian New World Order society, man, based off of fucking homosexuality and do it thy will, okay, democracy, okay. That's the image of the beast, man. Okay, all wrapped in one. Okay, the so-called New World Order. So if you don't want to worship that, what they're gonna do?
It says, and he causeth all, it says, and as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yep.
And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
Right. So everybody is gonna be open to get this chip, which is the mark of the beast, man. It says that. I said, I think once you get acceptance of tagging a small population of medical patients, it's an easy jump to the prison population. The parolees or sex offenders. Now, here's the point. Then perhaps to get through immigration. Now, this is in 2017. Now they're talking about how people are going to get chipped, you know, and these are the different avenues that they'll be able to take it, man. 2007. This isn't just here for no fucking reason, man. These are, you know, so-called whistleblowers, or you know, the scriptures speak about that in Psalms, where their tongue shall fall against themselves, roughly paraphrasing. So it tells you that this would be. It says then perhaps to get through immigration. So what do you think they're doing to those children, man? Or maybe the men and women that's in those prisons, man? They're chipping them. They're getting those chips. They're putting them back into slavery all over again, man. That's what this fucking devil is doing right now. All right. And like I said earlier, and the brother mentioned it, the brother Gabar mentioned it, it's the shadow of things to come, man, because they started with the Northern Kingdom first, putting them into slavery. And they're trying to do that, all over again right now.
Yep.
Doing it all over again, man. You know?
I had a scripture.
Go ahead, bro.
No, this is the book of Nahum 1:9. All right, it says this. It says, "What do ye imagine against Yahweh? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise a second time." And that's right. This affliction that you put on us, it's not gonna rise a second time, man. You're not gonna get Jake hardcore slavery again, even though we're in slavery right now. But you ain't going back to that chattel shit. You know, imagining that's a vain thing. What do you imagine? Because you imagine against the Lord. Oh, look, the Lord's been with us through this before. He's gonna ignore it this time, because we're the most powerful. We're the most advanced. We're the most technologically sound. We're the righteous nation that's set up on all nations, the civilized people. What do you imagine against the Lord? Yahweh, he will make an utter end. Right? Make an utter end of you Edomites, man. Affliction shall not rise a second time.
Right.
It's not gonna rise a second time, man. So Hey man, the Most High is gonna make an utter end to you, and you're about to see it, man. It says, there is one come out of thee that imagineth evil against the Lord, a wicked counselor. And yes, you Edomites, man. It says, thus saith the Lord, though they be quiet and likewise many, yet thus shall they be cut down when he shall pass through. Though I have afflicted thee, I will afflict thee no more. Because it was the Lord that afflicted us. It wasn't you Edomites. You Edomites, you think that you're so strong and so smart and intelligent and all this other madness. It was the Lord that did that. He gave us into your hands, man. He gave you that technology, man.
Right.
So the Lord said he says, thus said the Lord, though they be quiet and likewise many, yet thus shall they be cut down. So you're going to be cut down when he shall pass through. When the Lord pass through, you're going to be cut down, chiefly out of power. Though I have afflicted thee, I will afflict thee no more. But now will I break his yoke from off thee and will burst thy bonds in asunder. Okay. So it says, and the Lord have given a commandment concerning thee, that no more of thy name be sown. Out of the house of thy gods will I cut off the graven image. That was pretty it. That was it right there. You got it, brother.
God, well, that was perfect. Hey, y'all trying to put us back into slavery again. We're not going into no fucking slavery again, man. So you can give that up, man. You know, you can give that up. Hey, the Lord is going to defend us. Hey, I just want to go to jump up a couple of verses in that Nahum. Well, jump to verse 7. Nahum 1:7. It says, "The Lord Yahweh is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him." Okay, so the elect is the ones who trust in him, man. All right, we're the ones who's going to get delivered from this destruction, this hell, the chip, all of that. Okay, it says and that's the day of trouble, man. What is the day of trouble? Jacob's trouble, and we're slowly approaching Jacob's trouble right now, man. All the things that's happening right now is keep saying it's a shadow of things to come, man. Okay. It says, but within an overflowing flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and darkness shall pursue his enemies. You know, and this devil's gonna be destroyed. You know, that darkness, man. Esau is gonna get taken out of his power seat. All right. And then going on to what the brother had started with, what do ye imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time, right? Because the Lord is finna destroy this man. All right, the Lord is finna plead our cause, man. He's finna come to our aid. He's finna come to the widow's aid, okay? Because we have no justice going to this devil. All right, there's no justice, you know, from Esau. All right, you got Jake, the marches and all that bullshit. No, man, we have to depend on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in these last days, man. All right. You got something?
Go ahead. This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 10. It says, "For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. With joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. Let no man rejoice over me, a widow, and forsaken of many, who for the sins of my children am left desolate, because they departed from the law of the Most High. They knew not his statutes, nor walked in the ways of his commandments, nor trod in the paths of discipline in his righteousness. Let them that dwell about Zion come and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting hath brought upon them for them." So it says, "Let them that dwell about Zion come and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting hath brought upon them." All right, this is basically a prayer. You know, this is a prayer that's asking the Lord to remember the captivity and to come and redeem us from the affliction, man. It says, "For he hath brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation, and of a strange language, who neither reverence old men nor pity child," man. And that's obviously the so-called white man, Esau. You know, when he came over to the Americas, he didn't reverence old man or child, man. You know, he destroyed the tribes utterly, man. You know, from the elderly down to the toddlers, man.
That's right.
It says, Con.
You got it, brother.
It says, these have carried away the dear beloved children of the widow, and left her that was alone, desolate, without daughters. But what can I help you? For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies, man. You know, like we were saying earlier, man, Jake doesn't go to the law before the unjust, man. That's why we're in a predicament that we're in. But Yahweh Shemi outside said he's going to save us from our enemies, man. The same one that put us in this predicament is set to redeem the remnant, man. Sure. You know, from the four corners of the earth.
Then this will show you that that they don't reverence the child or the old. Look at, I'm gonna play this. I just want to finish playing this video real quick, man.
Okay.
Actually, that isn't true, but it is what these Trump voters believe. Madeline Carroll doesn't like CNN, and she doesn't like the way the media, she says, is trying to make her feel guilty.
Quit trying to make us feel teary-eyed for the children. Yes, I love children a great deal, but to me, it's up to the parents to do things rightfully and legally.
You support the president 100%.
Correct.
Yeah, see, they don't even know. First of all, they don't even understand their own policy, man. First, you got Esau lying, talking about you got bad guys kidnapping kids, acting like they're their parents, so they can come in and do harm. And then you see this devil. She said, "What? Quit trying to make them feel teary-eyed for the children." And then on the flip side, she's gonna try to say, "Yes, I love children." You don't love children. You love your children, the Edomites. You love to destroy our children, molest them, eat them, sacrifice them. But you don't got no. You can see there's no pity in this woman's eyes, man. There's no pity. There's no sorrow for you, Jakes. Quit trying to make. She said, "Quit trying to make us feel teary-eyed." That crying babies doesn't look good. It says, Trump told GOP lawmakers that the crying babies doesn't look good politically. Yeah, it don't look good. Then that's the reason why he did what he did. Mm-hmm. But it ain't because he cared about you. It ain't because he had a longing for you, man. They can give two shits about us, man. And she said it. Quit trying to make us feel teary-eyed. But then as soon as you claim Assad killed all his people, or they killed innocent children, innocent men, innocent women. But they always make sure to write the children first, because that's a heartstring with you people, man.
Yeah. But they don't talk about our children.
That's right. When they come to our children, hey, you don't give a damn. That's why Psalm 73, it says their heart stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. That word fatness is the best of everything. Okay. Yeah. Their heart, it says their heart, they have more than their heart than their mind could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. That word lawfully is proudly.
Right.
Okay? They set their mouths against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. They set their mouths against the Most High. And their lies they walk through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and the waters waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. That's right, because they've been coming back and they've been living fat. Yep. You might die, they come back and they still living fat, and they just good. They just know that they're good. You know, God must really be on their side, and that's how they feel. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. So you're the ungodly. Right. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. That's right. We get chastened and plagued every morning, man. If I say I will speak thus, behold, I shall offend against the generation of thy children. That's why we say, Lord willing, through everything. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High, then understood I therein. And that's where Jake is failing to go into the sanctuary of the Most High, which is these words, these scriptures. Because guess what? We know you're in. Surely thou didst set them in a slippery place. Thou castest them down into destruction. And Esau, you're in a slippery place, man. Okay, you speaking evil against oppression, lawfulness. Again, like the brother was saying, you don't care about our children. You don't give a damn about our children. As a, you know, so it says, how are they brought into desolation in a moment, and they are utterly consumed with terrors. And that's what you're gonna be. This fat bitch, you're gonna be consumed with terror. You see this whole sitting at the fucking table, this long-nosed so-called Jew, man. Okay, sitting at the table, fat as fuck. That bitch gotta weigh at least 300 pounds, bro. Trying to eat healthy. eating, trying to eat egg white, no exercise, just fat. Bro. Fucking fat, you know? Trying to eat an egg white and fruit. But you fat as shit.
Real.
She not suffering from diabetes. She ain't suffering from no heart condition. She's just hair. Funky as fuck, man.
God, bro, that bitch
She's not one of the teachers I had in school, man. You know, they show you these racist devils, man.
right.
You know, their heart don't pour out for us, man. But you jigs worried about them. You worried about, oh man, you know, what about the white man? Fuck the white man, yo. Yeah, your ass is, man. If you're not an Israelite, you finished, man. And if you're not going to be elect, you're finished, man. Okay? Hey, you got it, brother.
Hey, well, read that. Wisdom of Solomon 2.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 6. It says, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present.
This is Esau speaking, man. He said, let us enjoy the good things that are present, man. Go ahead.
And let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth.
Go ahead.
Then let us fill ourselves with costly wine. If I may make a point, say, let us use the creatures as in youth. You know, so they're doing everything and using the people as resources, man, to feed themselves. It says, let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuous.
Hey, Esau knows, man, that they have a certain period of time. So they the elites of them. Fuck these low-level demons, devils. But the elites know that this is their time to shine right now. So they're gonna do any and everything in their power to crush down on Jake and to make their lives prosperous, man. Go ahead.
It says, let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place.
Yeah.
For this is our portion, and our lot is this.
So they understand their portion. They understand their lot, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow.
See, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow. That's what this is about, man. Esau don't give a damn about the Israelites. Okay? You know, he said, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Okay? And who is the widow, man? The widow represents the elect. Not the elect, the 12 tribes, man. All right? Go ahead.
No.
This is the thinking of Esau. That's why they prescribe grievousness of their laws, man. Isaiah 10:1. Okay? They write everything on that pen and piece and paper so they can make their lives live more lavishly, so to speak. Okay? And they get these lower Luciferians, these damn other lower Edomites to go and run with these bullshit ass laws, and that brings out the devil in them. That's what the damn devil is saying, man. They're illegal. They're they're wrong. The parents should be held accountable, and I don't feel sorry for their kids, right? Because Esau's putting these bullshit ass laws, man. It's bringing the devil out of everybody, just off of their laws, man. Because they think that these laws is holding weight. Hey, man, Yahweh Shema Shai's laws is what's gonna overcome this world soon enough, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
Yeah, or see, they don't give a damn about the old. They don't care about the old or the young. This is this scripture, this chapter is of how Esau thinks. Okay? See, that's what you fucking niggas don't understand, man. Esau doesn't fucking love you. He don't care about you. All right? All these damn Martians and Black Lives Matters and yeah, man. You got these simple ass niggas, such as the fucking what's the square ass niggas, man? The more science. They think they're finna outsmart Esau's laws that Esau created, man. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. Sovereignty. You're not sovereign, man.
Hell no.
The sovereignty is gonna come from Yahweh Shema Shai. We're spiritually sovereign, okay? But when it comes to this physical demonic Babylon world that we're in, we're not fucking sovereign, man. Esau controls all this. That's what he said, oppress the poor righteous man. Esau knows exactly what the fuck he's doing, man. Hey, they're playing their part the right way. And we gotta play our part. And that's why we upload shows. That's why we're doing what we're doing, man. We're hastening the day for this devil to fall, man. So don't ask what the fuck we're mad all the damn time.
Uh.
All right? We're mad because of the oppressed and the hell that we go through. Go ahead.
It says, let our strength be the law of justice.
See, let our strength be the law of justice. Their strength is in their laws, man. Their strength, Isaiah 10:1. That's what the Lord says, whoa. Okay? And that's how they get things to go past, man, by that demonic pen, man.
The pen is Greek. It says prescribed.
Go ahead.
It says, let the law of strength be let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Jake.
Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
See, they're lying in wait, so they're trying to. They're. If we want to get that, that's in what is that? Psalms. Man, it's in Psalms where it says that the Psalms lie in wait for their mark their steps. Yeah, mark their steps. They gonna look for that mark their steps. That's what Esau's doing, man. Mark steps. Let me see. It may be 50.
This Psalms 56. Psalm 56 and 6.
Time.
They gather themselves together. They hide themselves. They mark my steps when they wait for my soul.
That's right, man. And that's what this devil is doing, man. And Esau is doing it by their laws, and they're doing it systematically.
Yeah,
all right? They put these particular things in order, man, and they pray to the left-hand side. And the left-hand side tells them when to implement these certain things, man. And Esau, the physical counterpart, which is the so-called white man predominantly, is pushing these laws, man, and they're waiting for the elect's soul, man. They're waiting for Israel's soul as a whole. Okay? That's why they're putting this immigration shit. That's why they're trying to get the tracking going on, the RFID chips. But hey, we, like I always tell, like I tell the brothers here, hey man, we got the upper hand on these devils, man.
Yeah.
We're 10 steps ahead of this devil, man, because we know the prophecies of this book. We know the outcome. We know what this devil's gonna do, man. All right. So we got to hold fast and pray to how about Shemal Shai, man. Because he's lurking for the souls of the righteous right now. Okay? Go ahead, Up.
It says, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
Right, we're not for his turn, man. This is their rulership right now, and they know when we get on the throne, is all hell that's going to be placed on them. Go ahead. They understand history. You know, when the prophets come, that's when their world goes down, man. So they got to do any and everything that they can until the prophets come. You know, they know they're going down, man, but they're too fucking prideful. So they're only trying to speed this process up, man. We're going to get the chipping. Martial law is around the corner, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
There's Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time.
That's right. This devil knows he got a short time, man. So he's speeding up this prophet. And what man is to do it? Donald DJ Trump, man. All right? Donald Trump. And he's pushing this shit heavy, too. He ain't even been in this motherfucker 3 years. And he's pushing.
And this is like his first year. We still in the first year of his rulership, man. When he got voted in last year. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, this is 2008. Yeah. Last year, 2017. This nigga ain't hit year 3 yet. They're already trying to get ready to roll for the 2020 elections, man.
Yep.
This dude is gonna be all hell about to break loose, man.
Hey man,
It's the beginning of the second year.
Yeah, he's doing this thing, man.
Like 4 years.
Yeah, the way it's going, like this nigga been in this bitch forever doing this shit. You know? But hey, he know that he has a short time, so they're gonna do any and everything, man. Hey, that Wisdom of Solomon second chapter, man. This is the thoughts of Esau. Okay? They know what's to come, man.
It says, and he is clean contrary to our doing.
He is clean contrary to our doings, man.
He upbraided us with our offending the law, and objected to our infamy in transgressing of our education.
Yeah.
He professes to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calls himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstained.
Edomites, you are counterfeits, man. You counterfeits in every way, man. You try to act like you're the Lord's people. You call yourself by these different nations' names. You call yourself Ashkenazi. You call yourself Jewish. You call
hiding from
yep. You're a counterfeit, man. You said that you're Christians. You believe in a Bible. You're counterfeits, man. It's known, man.
It says he abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is his father.
Esau think that they're gonna get away with everything that they're doing, man. He's not. Listen.
Yep.
Listen. That was it. You got. I know you had some articles up.
Yeah. I'll make it quick. This is real quick. This is Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich," and their own shepherds pity them not. You know, these Edomites, they don't have no heart, don't have no love for you, and after all, and they possess us, and they slayed us, and they hold themselves not guilty. You see that with all these different shootings, mass shootings of Jakes by the cops. You know, you kill a Jake, man, that's a one-way ticket to paid leave, man. Okay, and our shepherds, which are the leaders of our people, they don't pity us either, man. Okay, they don't have no real heart for you, man. All right, but this is off of the Huffington Post. It says 19 reasons Latin Americans leave their countries, and it took over almost half of Mexico, which is the U.S. In 1846. Shortly after the annexation of Texas, President James Polk ordered U.S. troops into disputed lands, precipitating a war against Mexico. The war ended with the of Guadalupe Hidalgo in 1848. This was the Chicano activist means. This is what Chicanos activists means when they say the border crossed them. Today, 33.5 million people of Mexican origin live in the United States. So this is an old map of the U.S., which they used to be part of Mexico, man. Okay, but you took it. And it says colonized Puerto Rico in 1898. The United States invaded Puerto Rico in 1898 during the Spanish-American War and has retained control of the island ever since. More people of Puerto Rico descent currently live in the United States than on the island. That's why it says in Genesis 49 that their bows they run over the walls, man. Something like that. The children they flew over the wall because you got more Ephraimites, so-called Puerto Ricans here in America, and in different states of America than in Puerto Rico itself. And you got a lot of Ephraimites over here in Hawaii, man. I was in a store yesterday and I was speaking to an Ephraimite chick. She don't even speak Spanish, man, because her fourth parents came over here in 1900, man, for the be basically sugar crop specialists, basically slaves over here in Hawaii, man. Her grandfather married a Portuguese woman, and then they had a son eventually, which was her father, man. Okay, it says took over Cuba, put a naval base there, and only left when a new government allowed them the right to intervene at will. And yet somehow the U.S. politicians view themselves as liberators. Later, U.S. administration would use the naval base to jail suspected terrorists and hold them indefinitely, like the same thing they're doing today, and the same thing they're going to do when all hell breaks loose, man. Without what's that?
At Guantanamo Bay, because after JFK, after he put them sanctions on Cuba during the Cuban Missile Crisis, they opened up Guantanamo Bay, man, and they've been torturing Jake and torturing the so-called Middle Easterns ever since, man.
That's right. And it says with also submitting them to torture tactics according to human rights. It says invaded and occupied Cuba 2 more times. Because once wasn't good enough, the United States invaded and occupied Cuba again in 1906, and once more in 1912. It retained the legal authority to intervene in Cuba's affairs until 1933. Sergeant's Sargent's revolt overthrew U.S.-backed dictator Geraldo Machado, man. So yeah, you Edomites, you go into these different nations, and you basically the Latin nations, the Latin tribes, you go into their nations, you overthrow it, you take the best of the land, you set up a puppet dictator, but then when Jake start coming up in here, oh, now we're invading, now we're immigrants, now we're illegally entering into this place. But you illegally enter into their place and you cause nothing but destruction, man. You make it so that they can't even live in their own nation, man. Go to Brazil, man. You Edomites are living the best, man. Jake's living in them goddamn favelas. And then you put up a facade like everything is all good when you got a big event going there. Okay? Invaded Nicaragua, occupied the country for 2 decades. The United States invaded Nicaragua in 1912 and occupied the country until 1933. Shortly after the U.S. forces left, Anastasio Somoza took over, launching a decade-long dynastic dictatorship with U.S. support. So again, you put these puppet leaders up to further, because once you do your madness, you can leave, because you just set somebody up and they'll just follow suit of the shit that you've done, man. Why do you think people from Nicaragua, Guatemala, Mexico, Panama want to come here? Because they can't live in their nations. Invaded Haiti, occupied the country for nearly 20 years. Woodrow Wilson ordered the Marines to invade and occupy Haiti in 1915. After the assassination of the Haitian president, the troops didn't leave until 1934. Okay? Invaded the Dominican Republic in 1916, mainly to collect debts. The United States invaded the Dominican Republic in 1916. The occupation lasted 8 years. Overthrew Guatemala, elected government in 1954. That goes back to Habakkuk chapter 2. Hey, neither him keep it at home. Will enlarge his as hell, man. And the behest of the United States and United Fruit Company, a U.S. corporation with extensive holdings in Central America, the CIA helped engineer the overthrow of the Guatemalan government in 1954, ushering in decades of civil war that resulted in the loss of hundreds of thousands of lives. Organized the Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961. The CIA organized and financed a group of anti-Fidel Castro exiles in the ill-fated attempt to overthrow the revolutionary government. The botched invasion ended in a disaster, and Castro declared himself a Marxist-Leninist 8 months later. Okay? So, that's what you do. You use your covert groups, whether they're Mossad, whether they're MI6, whether they're CIA, to go in there and destabilize these different nations. If these nations were not destabilized, they would have no reason to come up here, man. Yeah. If these nations was really popping, really flourishing, really, getting to use the land for what it's used for the resources that they have there, they had no reason to come up here, man.
That's right.
Reason why? Because everything is privatized, everything is destabilized, your governments are 100% corrupt.
Yeah.
And it's all backed by the so-called white man. This not us. I'm reading about the so-called white man's wickedness. Supported the overthrow of a democratically elected government in Brazil. The administration of Lyndon B. Johnson assisted the overthrow of the democratically elected Brazilian government in 1964. I wonder why. The resulting military dictatorship, which tortured thousands of opponents and dispersed hundreds, ruled the country until 1985. Real quick, this is Daniel chapter 8, verse 23. 8, verse 25. And through his policies also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, which that's deceit, to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Oh, we want to go in here because we got a peacekeeping mission. Look what they did to the Panama, that movie, the Panamanian Deception. Okay, through peace, they shall destroy many. By peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Yeah, you're gonna be standing up against Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You're gonna stand up against Yahweh Shai, but you're gonna be broken without hands, turned into dust. Okay. It says, help overthrow Chile's elected government in 1973. General Augusto Pinochet, with the support of the Nixon administration, overthrew the democratically elected government of Salvador Allende, ushering in nearly 2 decades of violent dictatorship. That shit ended in the 90s. But guess what? The ramifications, they still feeling that. Back military dictatorship in Argentina that killed 30,000 people. And those were Israelites, man. When the military overthrew the Argentinian government and installed a dictatorship in 1976, Gerald Ford administration responded by offering a wholehearted support and financial assistance. The dictatorship lasted until 1983. Paid a failed rebel army to overthrow the Nicaraguan government. All right. Invaded Haiti again in 94. Fomented a rebellion in Panama in order to build a canal. You see, people can't live in this shit. Back the Salvadoran military as it committed atrocities in 1980s. Now, a lot of them jakes that's in them cages in Texas, they're El Salvadorians, man. El Salvador's military committed atrocities throughout the 80s with the U.S. funding, including but not limited to raping nuns, assassinating priests, and killing hundreds of children in a single massacre at a village of El Mozote. Okay? Refused to control the flow of weapons into Mexico. And when you go down to Mexico, a lot of them people, they're scared. They can't even live because of them fucking cartels, man. Yeah. You either might set that shit up. You're the biggest drug dealers and gun runners on a planet. You catch Jake with a pistol, you throw his ass in prison for 20, 30 years, man. But look, you the ones setting these cartels up, man. It says Mexicans authorities seized almost 70,000 weapons of U.S. origin in 2007, from 2007 to 2011. In 2004, the U.S. Congress declined to renew a 10-year ban on the sale of assault weapons. They quickly became the guns of choice for Mexican drug cartels. Yeah. Meanwhile, you banning assault rifles and weapons here in the United States. But you being a devil that you are, you stirring up strife in these different countries, man. Can't nobody live through that shit.
That's Esau's fucking doing, man.
That's right, man. Blame on man, yeah. Help create today's drug cartels. The U.S. funded the Guatemalan military during the 1960s and 70s anti-insurgency war, despite awareness of widespread human rights violations among the recipients of U.S. military funding and training, because they didn't care that they killed our people. They don't give a fuck. As long as they get their agenda done. It says in training where the Kabiles, a special force unit responsible for several massacres, forming the Kabiles, former Kabiles have joined the ranks of the Zetas drug cartel. You see? So, and pushes trade policies that lead to unemployment. So now your trade policies, people can't have jobs no more. Okay? One of the things that promoted millions of low-wage workers to abandon Mexico over the last 2 decades was the signing of the North American Free Trade Agreement in 1994. With the NAFTA, cheap imports, particularly agriculture products, GMOs, flooded the Mexican market, leaving farmers and other low-skilled workers without jobs. NAFTA is just one manifestation of free. Okay? So there's the reasons, man.
I had a quick precept. It's Leviticus chapter 1, verse 1. It says, how doth the city sit solitary, that was full of people? How will she become as a widow? She that was great among the nations, and princess among the provinces, how will she become tributary? She weepeth sore in the night, and her tears are on her cheeks. Among all her lovers she hath none to comfort her. All her friends have dealt treacherously with her. They are become her enemies. Judah is gone into captivity because of affliction, and because of great servitude. She dwelleth among the heathen. She findeth no rest. All her persecutors overtook her between the straits. The ways of Zion do mourn, because none come to the solemn feast. All her gates are desolate. Her priests sigh, her virgins are afflicted, and she is in bitterness. Her adversaries are the chief. Her enemies prosper. For the Lord hath afflicted her for the multitude of her transgressions. Her children are gone into captivity before the enemy.
Yeah, and you see it, man. You see it, man. We're in captivity, man. And Jake trying to escape it. Jake trying to escape it, but they don't realize. I mean, you see, that's why when a white Edomite open their fucking mouth, man, I just be like, man, shut the fuck up, man. Because you cause all this, you people, starting with the elite, cause all this turmoil, man. And you love to divide and conquer, man. And that's what you did. Again, if you had never stepped foot in the Northern Kingdom's land, they would not be coming over here in droves. Immigration wouldn't be a problem. But then again, you need the free labor. You need the unskilled. You need the skilled. You need all that labor, undocumented immigrants, because you can do what you want with them. You see, Esau, he goes by what's that place? Home Depot. Get a truckload of Jakes. Get them over there to build up a fucking porch, and he ain't got to pay them. Why? Because they undocumented immigrants, man.
Huh.
He like, fuck you. I ain't got to pay you. Get out of here. I'm calling immigration. And Jake just scatter. Do all that fucking work for free. Hoping to find relief within this country, man. Okay? Because the instability that Esau has set up within their own countries. Okay? And that's pretty much all I had, brothers.
Con. You got any more scriptures?
I got one more.
You got one more? Okay, Con. We're just pretty much ending off on this one. You know what I'm saying? We didn't cover a lot of information for the spirit. So go ahead.
Zechariah chapter 1, verse 15. It says, "And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction."
Yep.
And you Edomites, you help forward the affliction of the children of Israel. We just read about it.
That's right. That's right.
All those puppet governments, the weapons you put up in there, you do it inside the neighborhoods of the children of Israel, the ghettos, the El Barrios. But you help forward our affliction. You make it so that we can't even earn a living. You oppress a man, even his own heritage, man.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead, bro.
It says, "Therefore thus saith the Lord, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies. My house shall be built in it." You know, and that's why the scriptures say that the house of David shall be renewed as in the days of old, man. It says, "My house shall be built in it, saith the Lord of hosts, and the line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem." It says, "Cry yet, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, my cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem." So with all the affliction, all of the rape, rob, and murder, the drugs and the cartels and the social classes that keep Jake on the bottom, man, is gonna be no more, man. The Lord said He's going to choose Jerusalem. So all of that sighing and crying, that hissing that Esau is doing against us, you know, and praying to the Lord to get His blessing back, saying, "Look, are these the people? Are these the people?" None of that's gonna work, man. The Lord is going to renew the Jerusalem's strength, man. You know.
Right.
That's it.
Okay, I got some real quick. It says, this is Jeremiah 49. I'm gonna start from 10. Jeremiah 49 and 10. It says, "But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places."
Yeah, and they're being uncovered, man. You know, everything is coming out on this devil, from the covert operations from the CIA to the drug operations to the funding the Medellin cartel to bring the drugs up through Colombia, up to Mexico, up to America, and around the world. You know, the U.S. military, the GMOs in the food. You know, the re-education, the education center. You know, the lies, the unemployment, the food stamps, the gift that he gave Eve. You know, to keep the man out of the house. All that's being revealed, man. You know, the coups that he's setting up in other countries. You know.
Yeah, "But I have made Esau bare, have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself."
Yeah, he's not able to hide himself, man. And this devil hates it. You know, everything that he does is being revealed now. the sacrifices, the satanic worship, the kidnapping and
homosexuals.
You're right, the homosexuals and the pedophilia.
His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children. I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Leave thy fatherless children, I will leave their widows alive, and let them trust in me, man. Because the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to deliver from this hellhole, man. God, the elect of Israel, man.
For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, thy hope, Salakia, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken.
Yeah, and we did, man, and we drunk it all.
The slavery, the oppression that we're still going through. Yeah. It says, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So everything that this devil has been doing to us, doing to the widow, everything is going to double and come upon him now, man. Okay, that's the righteous indignation that's about to take place. Okay, so hey, I can hold fast through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. I'm gonna keep referring to that Luke 18:1. Pray and faint not. Yeah. All right, because Yahweh Shai is finna redeem and he's finna avenge his chosen, his beloved. Hey, even the 2/3, man. All right, that's how merciful the Lord is, man. Yeah. They gotta die on this side, of course, but when we come back into the kingdom, man, that's their avenging. They will be avenged. That's Revelations.
Yeah, I got right here.
20. Because Esau is destroying all Jake's. No. Revelation 6-9. Because even the wicked of our nation, when they get put to death, or whatever the case may be, when they go into the spirit world, man, they're complaining to the Heavenly Father as well. So ultimately, they're gonna get avenged, man. Okay, so the whole 12 tribes will be avenged, man. We will be in the kingdom of heaven first. The elect, of course. Go ahead.
Revelation 6-9 says, and when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High, for the testimony which they held. Right? And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, holy and true, shall not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
Yep.
And white robes were given unto one of them, like every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren should be killed as they were, to be fulfilled.
All right, so hey, we're gonna get our avenging. All right, it's only through Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay. So, hey, you got anything else, Gabar?
Hey, no, brother. Hey, Salaki, I didn't get to read the brother's comments on the comment board. I'll try to read a couple. This is from the brother Halak Yashar, Isaiah 24:5. The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws and changed the ordinance and broken the everlasting covenant. Yeah, and you Edomites, you have. That's why this earth is sick, man. It is in need of a righteous rulership. Okay, it's in need of a righteous rulership, and it says, what else they got?
Revelation 6:9.
6-9. It says, let us now not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. And that's right, and that's the spirit, man. Hey, we're gonna reap the benefits of our work, man. Don't faint. It says, let us not be weary. Don't be weary in the well doing that we're doing. This work that we're doing is well doing.
Right.
To how about Shema Shai and to our people, man. All right. For in due season we shall reap if we faint not. So if we don't faint, if we endure to the end, we're gonna reap the benefits of this work, man.
Right.
In due season, man. It don't happen on your time. It's on the time of your how about Shema Shai. Okay. Hey, you can close it out, brother.
Hey, hey, with that, hey, yeah, there's no more to say. So, hey, with that, hey, call Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai. All praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kodash. Double honors to our apostle, the great millstone. Salutations to the icon on the four corners of the earth who's pushing this truth, man, in sincerity, love, and diligence, man. All right? With that, Abad the ball. Shalom.